Okay, so we are celebrating National Women's Small Business Month.
Yes.
And we found this really cool piece in the forum that spotlights a few local women entrepreneurs. And they share their top 10 tips for success.
I love it.
If you're thinking about starting a business or, maybe you just need a little motivation,
Yeah.
these stories are seriously inspiring.
Yeah, and what's really cool is they are all so different, right? We've got an insurance powerhouse and a construction innovator.
So cool.
I mean, it just goes to show you that your background, it really doesn't have to dictate your future.
Exactly. And they were so open about sharing their experiences, both the good and the bad.
Yeah, totally.
It's like they're giving us a cheat sheet for navigating the entrepreneurial world. So let's jump right in with our first dynamic duo.
Okay.
Robin Swanson and Jenna Crabtree.
Love it.
Okay. They are insurance mavens, and they are totally changing the game.
Their partnership is it's a great example of the power of teamwork and delegation.
Yeah, for sure. Robin actually started her own agency at 47.
Wow.
Which proves it's never too late to chase your dreams.
Right.
And then later on, she teamed up with Jenna.
Okay.
And together they've created this powerhouse agency that's winning awards and just making waves in the industry.
That's awesome. And that's a perfect example of, one of their tips. Leverage what.
Oh, yeah.
Robin's story shows how her life experiences as a homeowner actually made her a better insurance agent.
Totally.
Because she could connect with clients on a personal level.
Right, she gets it.
Yeah. So it makes you think what unique skills or knowledge do you have that could give you an edge in the business world?
I love that question.
Yeah.
It's like turning your everyday life into entrepreneurial inspiration.
Exactly.
And speaking of leveraging these two are all about continuous learning.
Oh, yeah.
They've got book clubs, they go to conferences, they are constantly upping their game.
It's that commitment to growth that really sets them apart. They're not content with just staying afloat. They're constantly striving to be the best that they can be, both personally and professionally.
For sure.
And that dedication, it translates directly into the incredible service they provide for their clients.
One thing that really stood out to me was their commitment to doing yearly policy reviews with their clients.
Interesting.
It's like having a personal checkup for your insurance.
Yeah.
Making sure you're covered as your life changes.
So nobody's just a number.
Exactly.
They're actually building genuine relationships with their clients, which leads to trust and loyalty.
Absolutely. Okay, but this is where it gets really cool.
Okay, tell me.
There's this anecdote in the article about how they went above and beyond for this woman who wasn't even a client yet.
Wow.
She was visiting Arizona.
Okay.
And she was in a really serious accident. And Robin and Jenna knew that her policy included travel insurance that could help bring her daughter to her side.
Oh.
And so they reached out to this woman, even though they had no obligation to do so.
That's amazing.
Right.
That is a prime example of customer service is key. It's not just about providing a service. It's about showing genuine care and going the extra mile to help people.
For sure.
And that kind of empathy, it creates a lasting impact and builds a reputation that speaks volumes.
It's like they say, actions speak louder than words.
Absolutely.
Okay, get ready to meet our next entrepreneurial rock star.
Right, I'm ready.
Paul Klein.
Okay.
Her story is all about taking risks, finding your niche, and building a business that aligns with your passions.
Love that.
I think Paula's journey is a perfect example of it's a 24/7 endeavor.
Arama.
It wasn't always smooth sailing for her, but she had this unwavering commitment to her vision, even when it meant long hours and tough decisions.
Totally. She started out co-owning an antique store with her mom, Grandma's attic.
Oh, that's cute.
I know, right?
And while that business eventually closed, it really exposed her to the world of design.
Okay.
And gave her valuable experience.
So true. Sometimes what we think of as failures, are actually stepping stones in disguise.
Yeah.
They provide invaluable lessons and can even lead us in unexpected directions.
Totally.
That ultimately shape our success.
Right. And so after Grandma's attic, Paula managed a furniture farm.
Okay.
Where she honed her skills in design and construction.
Gotcha.
But she always knew she wanted something more. Something that she could truly call her own.
So she had that be committed mindset.
Yes.
From the beginning.
Totally. So she took a leap of faith.
Oh.
And launched Smart Interior Construction.
Okay.
And she specializes in dirt T construction.
TT construction. Yeah. What is that?
It stands for doing it right this time.
Oh, I like that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about prefabricated interior solutions that are Flexible, sustainable, and super efficient.
So like less waste and faster construction times.
Exactly. And the ability to like easily adapt spaces as needs change.
Oh, that's smart.
Right. It's like the future of construction. And Paula saw its potential early on.
She was ahead of the curve.
Totally. And this is a perfect example of riches in niches. She could have just offered like a broader range of construction services.
Right.
But by focusing on this like specific niche, she was able to establish herself as an expert.
Yeah.
And stand out in a crowded market.
Exactly. And her gamble paid off big time.
Yeah, it did.
Smart Interior Construction has won awards for its innovative work.
That's so cool.
Including their contribution to the Billbank Tower right here in Fargo.
Amazing.
Talk about making a statement.
So cool. Her story shows that sometimes the greatest rewards come from taking calculated risks and venturing into uncharted territory.
You got to be willing to like step outside that comfort zone.
Yes, but let's be real for a second. Taking those risks can be scary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially when it comes to finances.
Absolutely. Paula had to use all available resources to secure financing for her business, including personally guaranteeing loans.
Wow.
That takes guts.
Does.
But she believed in her vision so strongly that she was willing to put everything on the line.
Her story is a powerful reminder that sometimes you have to trust your gut and bet on yourself, even when it feels a bit risky.
It's about taking that leap of faith.
And this leads us to another tip.
Okay.
That might sound counterintuitive at first, but hear me out.
Okay, I'm listening.
Hire before you can afford it.
Oh.
I know, right?
That's a bold one.
It is. But both Robin and Paula emphasize the importance of building a strong team early on.
Okay.
It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to do everything yourself, especially when you're first starting out.
Yeah.
And resources are tight.
Right, you're wearing all the hats.
Exactly. But they learn that delegating tasks and bringing on talented people is essential for growth and preventing burnout.
It makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Because when you have a team, you're not just adding hands, you're adding brains, new perspectives, and a whole lot of support.
So true.
It allows you to focus on your strengths and what you do best.
Yeah.
While knowing that other aspects of the business are being handled by capable individuals.
It's like assembling your own entrepreneurial dream team.
Yes.
And while it might seem daunting financially, it's an investment in the future of your business.
So we've met our inspiring entrepreneurs and we've gotten a glimpse into their amazing journeys.
Yeah.
But let's dive deeper into like the practical side of things.
Okay.
Those 10 tips they shared for building a thriving business.
All right, let's break it down.
Remember, these aren't just like theoretical concepts.
Right.
They've been battle tested in the real world by these successful women, and they hold valuable lessons for anyone looking to embark on their own entrepreneurial adventure.
So good.
So good.
I'm excited to get into the tips.
Me too.
Okay, so let's kick things off with network. Jenna actually credits a lot of her success to being an active member of her community. You know, getting involved in organizations like the Chamber of Commerce.
Makes sense, right? The more visible you are, the more top of mind you become.
Exactly.
So when people need insurance, they'll remember Jenna and Robin.
Right.
Because they've seen them around, engaged in the community.
And it's not even about like being a social butterfly or working the room at every event.
Right.
It's about like genuine relationship building.
Yeah.
You know, show up authentically, be interested in others, and support fellow business owners.
It's like creating a web of support where everyone lifts each other up.
I love that.
Okay, this next tip is all about tapping into the wisdom of those who've been there and done that.
Yes.
Find a mentor.
Love it.
Both Jenna and Paula had mentors who played like crucial roles in their entrepreneurial journeys.
Yeah, Jenna credits Robin with teaching her the ropes of the insurance business.
Oh, nice.
You know, sharing valuable insights and helping her navigate the industry's complexities.
That's awesome.
And Paula had several mentors throughout her career who helped her like develop her skills and make strategic decisions.
It's amazing how a good mentor can provide that extra boost of confidence and clarity.
Yeah.
Especially when you're facing those inevitable doubts and challenges that come with building a business.
It's like having a trusted advisor in your corner, you know, someone who's been through it all.
Totally.
And can offer perspective and guidance based on their own experiences.
And remember, a mentor doesn't have to be someone you have like a formal relationship with.
That's true.
It could be a former professor, a colleague you admire, even someone you follow online whose work inspires you.
Absolutely. It's all about surrounding yourself with people who believe in your vision and can offer valuable insights.
Speaking of valuable insights,
Yes.
let's talk about collaboration.
Okay.
This next tip is all about recognizing that you don't have to go it alone.
Oh.
Collaborate when you can. Robin shared how much she values collaborating with other small businesses. Sharing systems and processes, learning from each other's successes.
It's about creating like a sense of community.
Totally.
And recognizing that sometimes the best solutions come from like combining forces.
I love that. It's like that saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together.
I love that.
It's about creating those win-win situations.
Yeah.
Where everyone benefits. Okay, but let's be honest for a second.
Okay.
Being an entrepreneur isn't all sunshine and rainbows.
True of that.
It takes a lot of hard work and dedication.
Absolutely. And that leads us to our next tip, which is kind of a reality check.
Okay.
For anyone who thinks that owning a business means working less.
Right.
It's a 247 endeavor.
Paula was very upfront about this. Building a business from the ground up requires a tremendous amount of time, energy commitment.
It's not your typical 9 to 5.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. It's not about working yourself to the bone. It's about being passionate about what you do, being willing to put in the effort, and understanding that the rewards are worth the sacrifice.
It's about finding that sweet spot where hard work meets purpose and fulfillment.
Love that.
And it's about building a business that aligns with your values.
Yeah.
And allows you to live a life that you love.
Speaking of aligning with your values,
yes,
let's talk about finding your unique place in the market with riches in niches.
Okay.
This is where Paula's story really shines.
She could have played it safe and offered a wider range of construction services. But she chose to specialize in dirt construction, even though it was a relatively new concept at the time.
And that decision paid off big time.
Yeah.
By focusing on a specific niche, she was able to establish herself as an expert.
Totally.
Differentiate her business from the competition and attract clients who are looking for that unique offering.
So what's the takeaway here for our listeners?
It's about identifying a gap in the market. Something that you're passionate about, and that aligns with your skills and expertise.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to get really specific.
Yeah.
The more niche you go, the less competition you'll face.
Right.
And the more you can position yourself as the go-to solution for a particular problem or need.
So instead of trying to be everything to everyone, find that one thing you're really good at.
Yeah.
And make it your superpower.
Exactly. It's like becoming the go-to expert in your field.
Totally. And this ties in with our next tip.
Okay, what is it?
Be committed.
Oh, yeah.
Paula's experience securing financing for her business really highlighted the importance of unwavering determination.
She had to personally guarantee loans, putting everything on the line for her dream.
That takes serious guts.
Yeah.
And belief in your vision.
It's about having that unshakable faith in yourself and your ability to succeed even when things get tough.
It's about pushing through those challenges, learning from setbacks, and staying focused on the bigger picture.
Yes. And finally, remember that you don't have to navigate this entrepreneurial journey alone.
Right.
Our last tip is all about using all available resources.
The article specifically mentions the Small Business Administration,
Yes.
which offers a wealth of programs, services, and resources designed to support small business owners.
There's so much support out there.
There is.
Both locally and nationally, mentorship funding opportunities, workshops, networking events.
Totally.
It's about being proactive, doing your research, and finding the support systems that align with your specific needs and goals.
Like there's a whole ecosystem out there ready to help you succeed.
Absolutely.
So there you have it, 10 tips straight from the women who are living it and thriving in the entrepreneurial world.
It's so inspiring to see their passion, resilience, and creativity in action.
And their stories remind us that success isn't like a one-size-fits-all formula.
Right.
It's about finding what works for you, leveraging your unique strengths, and building a business that deflects your passions and values.
But beyond those practical tips, there's something else that really resonated with me from this deep dive.
Oh, yeah.
The importance of mindset.
Oh, yeah.
The inner game, as we like to call it.
This is where it gets really interesting.
Tell me about it. We can have all the tools and resources in the world, but if we don't believe in ourselves, if we let fear and self-doubt hold us back,
right,
it's going to be a constant uphill battle.
It's like having a Ferrari with a flat tire.
Ooh, I like that one.
You might have all the power and potential,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not going to get very far without a solid foundation.
So how do we cultivate that strong inner game?
That's the question, right? How do we become more resilient entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
And this is where I would love to hear your insights, especially for our listeners who might be struggling with those inner demons of self-doubt.
It's a journey, and it looks different for everyone. But one powerful practice is to surround yourself with supportive people who believe in you, people who lift you up and encourage you to keep going.
It's like having your own personal cheer squad, reminding you of your awesomeness, even when you forget.
Exactly. And practicing gratitude is another game changer.
Oh, yeah?
Taking time each day to appreciate the good things in your life, even the small wins. It can shift your perspective and boost your overall well-being.
It's like training your brain to focus on the positive,
Yeah.
which can have a ripple effect on every aspect of your life, including your business.
And don't underestimate the power of visualization.
Oh, visualization is huge.
Spending a few minutes each day visualizing yourself, achieving your goals, feeling that sense of accomplishment, it can actually rewire your brain for success.
Really?
Yeah, it's like giving your subconscious mind a blueprint for what you want to create.
It's like saying, hey, brain, this is where we're headed. So start paving the way.
I love that. And speaking of paving the way, don't forget to celebrate your wins along the way.
Oh, yeah.
Both big and small, every milestone, every obstacle overcome, every positive review deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated.
It's like giving yourself a pat on the back.
Yes.
And saying, hey, good job, keep going.
Exactly. It keeps that motivation flowing.
And here's a big one. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity rather than a setback.
So important.
Every entrepreneur faces setbacks.
It's inevitable.
It's inevitable, but it's how we choose to view those experiences.
Yeah.
That determines our ultimate success.
It's about reframing failure as feedback, as a chance to learn, adjust, and come back even stronger.
So instead of beating yourself up when things don't go as planned, ask yourself, what can I learn from this?
Right.
How can I use this experience to grow and improve?
It's like turning those so-called failures into valuable stepping stones on the path to success.
And that is a powerful shift in mindset.
It is, and remember, building a strong inner game, it's an ongoing process.
It's a journey.
It's about consistently showing up for yourself, nurturing your mental and emotional well-being, and creating a supportive internal environment that allows your entrepreneurial spirit to flourish.
It's like tending to your own inner garden, making sure the soil is fertile and the conditions are right for growth.
Exactly. And when you create that strong internal foundation, you're more resilient, more adaptable, and better equipped to handle the inevitable challenges that come with building a business.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I feel like I've gained so much valuable knowledge and inspiration from these incredible women.
Me too. Their stories are a testament to the power of hard work, determination, and a willingness to embrace the unknown.
And their tips are like a roadmap for anyone dreaming of starting their own business. So what does this all mean for you, our listener? What nuggets of wisdom are you taking away from this deep dive? Have these stories sparked any new ideas or given you a fresh perspective on your own entrepreneurial journey?
Maybe you're feeling that entrepreneurial fire ignite within you, that urge to create something amazing and share it with the world.
Or perhaps you're feeling a renewed sense of confidence, knowing that you have the power within you to overcome challenges and achieve your goals.
Whatever it is, we encourage you to take action. Don't let fear hold you back. Take that first step, even if it's just brainstorming ideas or reaching out to a mentor.
Remember, the entrepreneurial journey is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be ups and downs, twists and turns, but it's the persistence, the passion, and the unwavering belief in yourself that will ultimately lead you to success.
And as we wrap up this episode, I want to leave you with one final challenge. Take some time to reflect on your own inner game.
Yes, what limiting beliefs might be holding you back from pursuing your dreams? What steps can you take to cultivate greater self-confidence, resilience, and a growth mindset? Write them down, make a plan, and start taking action today.
Because when you believe in yourself and your vision, anything is possible.
We can't wait to hear about your success stories.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving deep